Chef Kyle here. Who doesn't love French toast? I know I do. So today we're going to make French toast using 2 fall-themed toppings. So stay tuned to find out what they are. Before we do that, I'm going to take out my brioche bread. This is about the thickness that you want. You can go thicker with this, but I wouldn't go any thinner, because then you would just overcook your French toast. Follow me. I'm just going to pop these in the oven. So we just want to dry this out a little bit. So we're going to put this in here, dry it out for a few minutes. In my bowl here, I'm going to add some oat milk. I'm going to add 1 egg. Beat that up. Looking for a stream. Now I'm going to add some brown sugar in there. Pinch of salt. Some ground cinnamon. And some vanilla extract. In there. Mix it up again. Make sure you get all the cinnamon on the outside. Okay, it's good. Pour that here onto my plate, and we're going to soak it over here. Now I'm going to take my bread. So we'll let it soak for a few minutes. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to get it till it's nice and heavy. Okay, so while the bread is soaking right now, we're going to make our first fall-themed topping. So that is a cider syrup. So right here I have some cinnamon, some ground cinnamon, and some ground nutmeg. I have a little bit of cornstarch. We're going to add that together. Just going to lid it. Mix it up together. Now I'm going to get my pan on medium-high heat. We're going to go in with apple cider, sugar, and then that cornstarch mixture right in there. And also I'm going to throw in a piece of ginger. Ginger's always good, very good for digestion. Pop that in there. Get this mixed together. We're going to let this go for about 5 minutes, let it bubble away and thicken, and there's your syrup. All right, so you see it's starting to thicken. So it basically you can coat the back of a spoon. So that's good right now. I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to remove this piece of ginger. It's done its job. I'm going to add, I would say this is a tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm just going to add about half of that. Half of that in. Pour this in my bowl. And we'll save this for later. This looks delicious. Bread here is fully soaked. Now we're going to add panko to it. That's going to give it a nice crunchy texture. Make sure to coat both sides. I have my cast iron pan here on medium-low heat. It's been warming up for a bit. Of course, you can use a non-stick pan. That works perfectly fine. And I'm going to add some neutral oil to this. You can always use butter or ghee. Even coat. Now I'm going to put my French toast on. If there's a missing spot, you could just add a little bit more. Flat side down. Same with the other piece. Just get rid of the extra. Flat side down. I'll let these go now, like 2 or 3 minutes each side, and then we'll pop it in the oven to help the custard cook fully through the brioche. All right, so one of these is ready. So I'm gonna flip it over. And so I flip the other side. Just needs a little bit more oil. Just around the edge so it bubbles. Right. Making sure this is cooked on all sides. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to transfer it to my oven, and we're just going to make sure that the inside is fully cooked. So let it go about 3 minutes. Okay. French toast is ready. Put it back over here. Oh wow, this looks really good. I can't wait to dig in. And it's breakfast somewhere, so I'm having this for dinner. So let's remember that. I have my apple here. I think that would be a nice touch to go with our syrup. So I'm just going to cut it down the middle. here and just take out the core on both sides. And we're just going to slice them. That's a good amount. Here, I'm going to stack it. This, actually, little food photography trick. If you want to make the food look higher, you can always stack some stuff underneath. Give it a little bit of height. Take some apples. Just going to fan it out right there. So my second fall themed topping. So this is a pumpkin whipped cream I made, homemade recipe. This goes really well with any dessert, but especially these homemade French toast I made. It's nice and fluffy, not too much sugar, just the right amount. I'm just going to take my scraper, get it close to the nozzle as possible. So I have my cider syrup. I'm going to add a little bit of butter first. So let's get one piece like that. And one piece under the apples. Now the cider syrup. I'm going to drizzle that on top. I have my favorite part, the pumpkin whipped cream. So I'm going to put one right on top here. We're just going to a nice one like that. Another one, put another one right here. There we go. Beautiful. A little bit of powdered sugar. Wow. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. This looks amazing. All right, let's try it right now. So I'm going to take a little bit of the pumpkin whipped cream and the apple. See how this is all together. We are rocking. That is so good. That is the most flavorful and the healthiest French toast I ever had. There's a nice crunch from the panko. There's a nice like sweetness coming from the pumpkin. The apples gives it a nice crisp touch. And the syrup is delicious. So this is really good breakfast. Simple. My friends have been asking for it, so here it is. And if you want another breakfast recipe, click the link at the end of this video for my gluten-free breakfast 2 ways. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode. Take care.